Welcome back to the Beat 139. I'm Doc.
Don Vito, what's good? What's going on? We got our second guest in the building. Doc, let you introduce the homie.
I'm introduced this man grew up together, been doing a lot of things. Our stories, we had, Lee's my man. Word, we go way back. We got a lot of stories, but, it's a pleasure for me to have him. Should have been here.
Hold up. You're on some homie time right now. All right? We want to welcome our second guest in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Lee Majors. My man Lee. What up, Lee? That's how we bring him in.
Thanks for having me, man.
What up, Lee? Doc on homie time right now. He emotional right now because the love of 139 and all that in the hood. And I respect that. I see how he's feeling, you know what I mean? That's the homie. Sure. But Lee Majors is in the building, you know what I'm saying? There it is. Let's talk about it. So talk to him, Doc. Let's go. Let's bring it up.
Now, but I want you to go into the upbringing for the people who ain't know. How was it like growing up in Harlem for you from the beginning?
Talk to the mic, bro.
Well, growing up in Harlem, it was a beautiful thing, man. I'm originally from 151st 8th Avenue. One Live Old Man. Shout out to the Hearst Mob, everybody.
Hearst Mob?
Yes, for sure. Like, growing up in Harlem, it was great. You know what I'm saying? I had a great childhood. First, I want to give a shout out to my mom's, thanks, because I didn't know I was poor until I was grown. Because I didn't want for nothing.
Right, yeah.
Me and my siblings, we all went to Catholic school. And she did this by herself.
Right.
Wow.
My dad, may he rest in peace, got murdered when I was 6. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my moms, man. She really did a hell of a job, man, by herself. And becoming a parent, like I see the struggles and the strife that she went through. And she's really an amazing person. And shout out to my moms. But yes, like I was saying, I grew up on 151st and 8th Avenue. A lot of childhood friends. It was, it was a school of hard knocks, man. You had to pay dues just like anybody else there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Had lots of fights, a lot of busted lips, black eyes, and everything. But it's lasting friendships, man. But they always one call away. I can call anybody from my block at any given time, man. What happened? We should first ask questions later. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't on that type of time. We just trying to build, live our life, and enjoy it to the fullest, right?
That's right.
But me personally, like, I always hung out around older people because a lot of the guys my age didn't have really nothing too much in common with me. I just wanted two things, MAP, money and property. Money and property. Yeah, we're going to say property.
Right.
So it was great hanging around older people because I learned a lot of things from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really into too much of it. I just wanted some money. That's all. I can't get used to not having. I don't understand that. How you be broke and you're okay with that.
So you grew up, right? Not to cut you off.
It's okay.
You said that to your pops died when you was younger, and your mom held it down, and you didn't know that you was poor until you got grown. So let's talk about how was life with your siblings and all that stuff.
Oh, I have one older sister, one younger brother. Shout out to Dina and Sean. How y'all doing?
What up, Sean?
Yeah, for sure. So it was cool. Like, it was a very close-knit family. Like, we was close. We had no choice. Like, we all 4 years apart in age, right? My sister's 4 years older than me, and I'm 4 years older than my younger brother. But me, I was the first boy in the family. I got a bunch of aunts. So, so it was hard, like, being the only boy around a bunch of women. But my sister was tough as nails.
Right.
She kicked ass and take names.
Right.
So that made me tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like, learning a lot from a lot of women, different perspectives. You understand? So that was real.
Older sister?
Yes, older sister.
4 years older.
Yes, for much. Yes. Shout out to Dina. Love you, sis.
All right. So you was the firstborn
boy in the family.
Boy in the family. Got a bunch of aunts, a lot of women around you. Did you feel like you had, even though you were younger, that you had to hold them down because you was?
Definitely.
They say you the man of the house when you're young. You heard that when you were little?
Yeah.
So I was the man of the house at 8. I'm like, the man of the house? Okay, but I get it. But so how was that coming up with the?
Well, coming up being the first guy, because my brother didn't come till 4 years later. It was me and my sister for a few years. Like, it was tough. My dad used to say things like, "Don't have my son around a bunch of women."
Right.
That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say women.
Right.
So it was hard. I had to wear, like, build the extra skin. I had to be tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't show no signs of vulnerability, especially around women. Like, you didn't want to be perceived as weak.
Right.
You understand? So it was hard. It was hard. But I made it through. I'm still here.
Right.
And shout out to my aunts, you know, love y'all all, the family. It was a beautiful thing growing up. Like, I didn't have, like, a rough childhood, you know? Like, we didn't want for nothing. And I think about that, especially becoming a parent at such an early age. Like, I've been a dad since I was 16.
Damn.
Yes. So you already know, like, it was hard. I'm like, I asked my mom, like, when I first had my daughter, like, how you do it? Like, how, like, she was like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
16,
okay,
huh?
Yeah, 16, man. I used to take my daughter to school with me, man. I used to take her to school with me. Wow. It was crazy.
So coming up, what I want to know, right? Because I know you for quite a while, right?
Yes, sir.
But I want to learn today too. So, what did you do when you, as a kid, man? Did you play sports? What did you do? Did you just music? What did you do, brother?
I mean, I dipped in, you know.
I'm talking about it, baby. It's the B139, baby.
Man, I did a lot of things that I had no business doing.
Right.
And by the grace of God, I made it through. I never consider myself lucky. I always say blessed.
Right.
Because, like, it could have went way left.
Right.
But, you know, I guess God had a different plan for me, and I'm thankful for that.
Right.
Like, you know, at this age now, I have no felonies.
So you was getting money?
Pretty much.
They can't do nothing to you now, brother. Talk about it.
Oh, man.
They can't do nothing to you right now, man.
The games to be sold, not sold.
No, we don't. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I did a lot of things I'm not too proud of, but it was a necessary evil at the time. Like, it was either, my mother always told me from childhood, either you're going to sink or swim. You know, and I've been swimming ever since. Since I've been at my mama's house since I was 17 years old.
Right.
You know, doing what I ever had to do, and I had the pleasure and been blessed enough never to have to go back. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my own, holding it down by the grace of God. You know, so it wasn't an easy task. I'm still like, I was always a student to the game, right? But I was always head of my class.
Right.
Growing up, listening to the older cats around my neighborhood, I learned a lot from them because the people my age really didn't have, like I said, too much in common. Like, what the things I was focused on was not the things that they was focused on. Like, I never was into sports and all that. I just, I like to shop. Love to shop. Like to shop. You know, that's always been one of the things I always love to do. And I like, you know, when you look good, you feel good. You do what you got to do to get what you have to get.
Right.
But growing up in Harlem, Leroy was a big, heavy set guy. So, you know, he wasn't with the sports, but leading our dress, though, you know, I give him that.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing, how, like, I always liked our relationship, because we always, man's relationship always, like, we see each other, we fly, and then, like,
shooters.
Yeah, you don't got no girls, nigga. Oh, and we talk about girls. This before I, you know, so.
Yeah, situation.
This before time. This is when we was young. Yo, we
Right. Y'all want to clean that up. We'll clean it up, huh?
I'm just saying.
But every time.
People would listen.
But one thing about Harlem, what we did, like, he come him, Marv, his cousin, and Jermaine, Corey, they come through. We always talk about fly, girls, money, and shit. That's what Harlem back in the day.
It was a beautiful thing. Harlem was Harlem back then, man.
He's like, yo, Doc, what's up? Yo, yeah, give me something, man. I was like, I got something for you. What you want? And then we used to always talk, it was crazy. Every time we see each other, always about that. Like, like, we love the women and being fly. Like, you know,
but that's Harlem, though, man. That's the real Harlem. That's what you saying.
We didn't talk about no dumb
what you talking about is what I know about too, right? That was Harlem. Right now, because I got to talk about that, Doc. I don't know what these dudes is doing, man.
But it's way different.
I mean, this is my thing, right? I'm a little older than y'all, right? But we still from the same era. What we said was money, y'all ladies don't get offended, clothes and hoes.
That's right.
Money, clothes, and hoes.
All a nigga knows, man.
And slamming Cadillac doors. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, with Cadillac, we just talk, but we mean the car. That's what we did. We was cool dudes. Like I said, Manhattan make it, Brooklyn take it, Bronx created. We was money making Manhattan. So the guys that's growing up right now, I hope y'all listening. We got to bring that back. All that old killing the brothers and all this negativity. We ain't got time.
But
for
not
that.
only that,
we got to bring this back to essence of good.
What I don't like
living,
about Harlem,
man.
like it's always like you see videos now. It's like that drill Chicago stuff, like gang and this.
Yeah,
we
man.
don't tell them, Lee. Everything
we had community centers growing up.
Everything community centers.
Like we had places to go, things to do
all the time.
And because we come from this late 70s, early 80s. Like we had community centers, we had places to go, we had after school programs. They don't have that no more.
They don't have it, man.
They don't have that no more. So like these kids really like going to the school of hard knocks.
But like when Gruff was here, we talked about how our fronting game was. Like Harlem, like as a kid, bringing it back to Harlem, like when we was young, we look at the older guys. So if we ain't in the game yet, we stunt like it. Yeah. We dress. I told him how we used to have a fake, like put the paper, cut it, have like some singles on top, scrape it to the floor, and be like look like it until you plot. Now what up, baby? And how we used to rent the
OJs, man.
The OJs.
Oh man,
it'd be
listen,
$25 an hour. We go pull up to the schools. We stand. Yo, we used to be some fronting little dudes, man.
But yeah, it was all in fun, man. It was fun. Different, man. Yeah. It was more widely receptive. You know what I'm saying? Because like. You had to look like something like, you had to look like money to be around money.
Exactly.
Like, you know, if you hang out with non-broke niggas, you're going to be the 10 for it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Sure.
So let me ask you a question. So, growing up in Harlem, you got the Harlem swag, you know, you seen the OGs, you know what I'm saying? You wonder what they had, you like to shop, you had to do all that. So, where was your mindset coming from all that era right there? What made you want to go into the lane that you transitioned to as an adult?
Freedom.
Bring it up.
Freedom. Freedom is priceless, man.
Right.
Like, that jail, I don't know how brothers do that summer after summer. Like, we've all had times when we had to do what we had to do to feed our families, put clothes on our back, to pay our bills. But like, I don't know. I just honestly feel like God was good to me because like I was knee deep in shit before, you know what I'm saying? So it was different. He had to have, like, I know he had a better plan for me. So, like,
talk about
I just, when I felt that heat in the back, I changed lanes on him. I ain't never have a problem working. I'll go get me a job in a minute.
Right.
Like, I don't have a problem with working. Like, I gotta generate some type. My thing is this now and still to the day. I gotta go in the house with more than I came out with.
Right.
Every day.
Right.
So, like now, I work a full-time job, you know? But still, I do my events or whatever that I'm doing now on the weekends or whatever day. But I gotta get me some money.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
For sure.
So let me ask you a question. So, I'm gonna move it up a little bit.
Okay.
So me and you bump heads on a promoting side, right? So Corey was just here. Shout out to Corey again.
Shout out to Corey. It's my big
before 9A.
Right.
You was at Hudson River Cafe.
No, actually, was I?
Yeah, you was, man, because you was doing Hudson River.
I was doing Hudson River and 9A on the same night.
On the same night?
I started Hudson River.
Yeah, you did.
I started Hudson River after 9A.
Oh, so
they was trying to get me to leave 9A.
Oh, so that's how that happened.
That's how that happened.
So,
I was doing.
Let's talk about that.
Well. You know, the owner of Hudson River Cafe at the time was the guy Hamlin.
Because you had Wednesdays on lock.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
it.
Yeah,
you did. He going now. Now we got to get into you.
Right.
You know, because he did big you up. But
definitely.
You were the guy, so we got to get him more into that. Right. I didn't want to kill his interview with you because we got to let you shine.
Definitely.
But so let's talk about Wednesday because you was the king of Wednesdays, man.
Well, thank you.
Straight
appreciate
up.
It. I'm humbled.
You was the king of Wednesdays.
The Wednesday thing came about. Like I was doing this spot on 8th Avenue, across from Drew Hamilton, called the Brownstone.
Okay.
Remember the Brownstone?
Yes,
first start.
Yes.
That's when I really got more into this was about 7, 6, 7, well, maybe 8 years ago.
Maybe like 8 years ago.
Yeah, about 7, 8 years ago.
Like yesterday.
Like what it was, what
yeah,
made me, I'm gonna start with like what made me get more into the pro, because I'm a hustler. I'm gonna do what I have to do. What made me shout out to all the people before me, like the Final Fours, the Smiley Face, the Big Three, Daytime Boys. Like, I was a student of the game. Yeah. Like, I just watched them. You know what I'm saying?
Go to every party.
I was like, I remember
every party.
It was a beautiful thing. Like, and it was all love. Like I didn't stand on lines. I didn't pay. and that was a beautiful thing. But if I
Yeah.
had to pay, I had no problem paying.
Yeah.
Like, it was all love. So I'm like, sitting back, a friend of mine's, my man Troy Screens, like, yo, Lee. Like, it's the same way, like, when I was doing my little thing, like, you know, everybody's like, cause they get paid first. If you give me that, you get yours first. And whatever, let's keep the party going. Like, but he said, yo, you know, to me, it's like, you know, for you to, you need to do something with that, right? So that always resonated with me. I listened, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. So what it was, right?
Oh, so Troy got you into
Yeah,
it? Shout out to
he was
Troy.
shout out to Troy Screen, man, my brother for life. Like, he was pushing me like, yo, Lee, this shit here gotta stop. Like, we gotta do something, right? So in transitioning to that, like, I did a birthday party for myself at a lounge called Catra down on Bowery. Like, and that's what really gave me the bug. Like, even before the brownstone.
People showed up.
Like, it was like mostly all promoters. Like, you know, Reg, Final Four, Derek, like, everybody came through and showed love. Like, and I did that just as and I paid out my pocket. Like, I didn't make no money off of that.
But you did it just to celebrate your birthday.
Just to
It
celebrate.
had nothing to do with no promotion.
No, not just to celebrate my birthday. I'm like, oh, it felt good. Like, just to show everybody a good, safe time. But that's always been my primary concern. Like, grown folks just want to party and go home. That's it. So after I saw how that was moving, I'm like, I think I can do this. And then I had the support of all my peers. So, like, everybody around me, like, they was with it. Like, it was a mix and match. It was some hate, and then some people who pushed me, to drive a little harder. So, and I started doing the brownstone. Me and my man Brandon, Brandon, owned the Juice Bar, Lover Boy Entertainment.
Your family, man.
Yes, definitely. Me and him, I said, and that was on a whim. The brownstone was a super sexy spot, just a bad location.
Yeah, I used to be there.
Yes, definitely. You always show love, and I appreciate that for sure. Like,
always pull up.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I introduced myself to the owner, right? I see it was nothing happening in there, so I'm like, yo, I'm talking to him, I'm pitching him, shooting my shit, and like, yo, this is what I can bring to the table. So he's sitting there like, yeah. I said, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it for free. I'm just gonna come and have a few drinks and invite some people out. I did that twice, maybe. By the third time, we sat down at the table and we negotiated, percentage-wise and whatever, and the door and everything, and it went well. So that got the bug, right? So as doing that, a friend of mine, DJ Prime, Kevin Rivera, like, he saw what I was doing because he lived in the area. He kept coming to me about, like, yo, it's this new spot on 12th Avenue. Nobody doing nothing. He's like, that in turn was 9A. He's like, yo, Lee, I need you to do it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, because the brownstone was going all right. You know what I'm saying? So the brownstone started dwindling down. I said, all right, Kev, I'll give it a shot. Shout out to DJ Prime, man.
DJ Prime, that's my dude, too.
Yes, for sure, man.
That's my dude.
Super dope DJ. Super dope DJ, man. But, like, I decided to go do the 9A joint. In turn, shout out to my brother Corey. He's the face of 9A management, part owner, whatever. Prime made the introduction. I went over and I had the meeting with him. We sat down. I presented to him, what I wanted to do and where I was going with it. And he listened. He said, all right, why not? I'm going to give you a shot. But the key thing about 9A, what made it great was, like, I like to dress. I don't have a problem putting on a pair of shoes. We could do denim and Harvard, Bucks and Blazers, however. But I told him, like, we can have a dress code. Like, make these brothers clean up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because that was in. Like, got to be fashionable, like, and it's for the crowd and for the genre that I wanted to promote to. So to make a long story short, I started doing 9A in January. I started in January 2014. 2013, one of them. So, the first couple of nights, it was going slow. You know what I'm saying? But the people was coming and started building. Shout out to Doc, he always showed up and showed face V. It was a beautiful thing. But, like, it builds slow. So I started in January, right? The first couple of nights, I was only on one side. Then the beer garden started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this was January. So I would say about March, it just exploded. And Corey came to me, he's like, yo, Lee, we can't contain this no more. You got both sides. I'm like, wow. I said, I gotta make this thing work. I gotta make this thing work. So he gave me both sides. the people started coming. Shout out to everybody that showed me love, man. For real, because it was a beautiful thing. Like, people to this day still talk about, I had a lot. What kept me afloat, birthdays. I was like, it's like Corey said, like, I was booking 5 and 6 birthdays a week. So, you know, birthdays is always good for a +1. So say, if I book a birthday party for you, say it's 20 people, so you might as well double that, because they be like, yo, come with me to such and such birthday party, you know what I'm saying? And then the food was excellent at night. The food was really good. It was a different, like he said, it was a different ambiance. How many clubs you had in Harlem that had a sushi bar?
Yeah, sushi.
They had a whole sushi bar.
Right, they did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was the only place, like, our bottle packages, like, I was selling 1 liters, not the 750s, 2 for $300. Like, that's unheard of. Like, I was selling them bottles up. They was moving like crack in the 80s, man.
I think it was 13, because this how I remember, and this is why I said I knew the dates. Because when he went to Brownstar, I remember clear as day, he's like, yo, come through. I came through. And people like, yo, you going to that joint right across the street from the project? I'm like, yo, it's just the hood shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember when you went to, that's how I knew the winter, when he did the 9A joint.
It was cold.
Because I remember when he sent the food, I remember it was hardly nobody in it. And I remember eating, because I didn't see him when I first walked in. Then he came like, oh, I'm glad you came out, and I was eating. I'm like, damn, that's food good. That's how I remember the first day.
See, I mixed it up. I got it mixed up. I'm talking about.
When it blew up?
No, not even that though. Because it blew up before that. He said it blew up in March. I'm talking about the Hudson River Cafe, he blew up in the summer. Because it's a summertime spot.
Right.
At that time when he first got it, they had that thing, that scaffold thing they built. They didn't have that. When it rained or whatever, you was hit. Right? So that was the summer thing. 9A was the winter thing, but the Hudson River was the summer thing.
Yeah, but the thing that how the Hudson River thing came about, like the owner, Hamlet, he was throwing numbers in my face like, yo, listen, but like I built a great thing with, you know, shout out to Julie and Corey. Like I built a great thing with it, and I'm a loyalist, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, he was like, yo, I want you to leave 9A. I'm gonna give you this, and then you can have, I'm like,
and it's right across the street.
And it's right across the street, but that's the beauty of it, right? Hear me out. So I was like, this is what I can do, right? I was at 9A. It was an after-work event from 5 to 1 a.m. You know, so I said, listen, this is what I can do. I can do 1 to 4. And it worked. I got a door deal and I got a bar deal. So I had Hudson River Cafe and 9A on the same night. Like, oh man, it was amazing. It was a beautiful thing. So, you know, it just went well. Like, but then after the 9A thing, you know, which was an animal, I loved it. Like, I started venturing out and working with other promoters. Like, you know, all the big name guys. I did a few events with Carlton. I did events I worked a lot with Derek Corley. I worked the Daytime Boys, gave me opportunities. The Big Three, which, you know, it's a lot of things. Like working with a lot of people. Like, but I'm gonna go back a little bit, right? When I first got the deal with 9A. Carlton was one of the first people I reached out to. I'm like, yo, I got this joint. I want you to get on this with me. He's like, nah, Lee, I don't do weeklies. I said, oh, okay. Shot me down. So I had to go it alone.
Right.
I had to go it alone. I called a couple of other people. Like, you know, I'm not mentioning their names. It's not really important. But he was one of the first people that I called. And we built a good, like, we known each other from being around, seeing each other with events or whatever. We always had a good relationship after that, you know what I'm saying? And once he saw, it's like, yo, kid, see you doing your thing, yo, I love it. Like, yo, it's crazy right now. You know, that's a lot. Like, the love of my peers was was more gratifying for me because, like, I was respected amongst them. You understand? Like, and even I was like pretty much a newbie.
Right.
Like people think it's easy to do what, you know, what
Nah, it ain't easy, man.
It ain't easy at all. Like,
it ain't easy.
I feel it's 3 components. Like first and foremost, people gotta like you as a person.
That's number one.
You know what I'm saying? You can have the dopest party in the city. If niggas don't like you, like fuck that nigga. Then what they do in turn is that, right? They find 5 other people who don't like you. You say the so they say fuck them too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they know they put money in your pocket. So this game,
that's the thing.
Yeah, so
and they know that.
Oh man, they don't.
It's a difference from. It's a difference from being a manager of a place and being a promoter.
For sure.
A manager, people gonna come, whatever they gonna come, you gonna make money regardless. But a promoter, if they don't like you, like you said, it could be the fly spot in the world, Doc. Everybody free. Why would they gonna come because they don't like you? Then they come because they don't like you.
And see,
they gotta like you first.
See, like you said,
and that's real.
See, the thing is, what he said is good. Like he said, shout out to Troy. Troy seen it in him. Like you got to know your lane. See, like me, not that I wouldn't do good in party promoting. I would always have to partner because I'm more laid back and reserved. You can't be like that. Lee friendly. Yeah. Lee always been like that. Lee,
but
like
they still gotta like you though. Not that, still gotta like you.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but they like. But if you laid back, it's not gonna work.
Nah, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. People like me. I don't get to know. I ain't no type to like that. Yeah. But far as mingling, he mingles, and you have to mingle and go around to everybody and shake hands.
I was shaking hands and kissing babies every day.
That's what I'm saying.
With me, with my events, period. Like I feel everybody's VIP with Lee, from the person who bought 3 drinks or to the person that bought 3 bottles. Like I'm gonna treat everybody equally the same. Nobody's more important than the other. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the support and I show them that. So that resonates. That's what makes repeat customers when you make everybody feel special.
And I'm glad you said that. You know why? Because the same thing like this. We don't, like we have big guests here, people who've been established, who've been doing their thing for a long time. We don't just be with them and roll the red carpet with them and then a person who we don't know just coming up trying to do whatever they're doing and treat them different. Everybody who came on the show, we rolled the red carpet out for them. And that's why I said it's funny. Like I said, you have to know your lane. And Troy saw that in you. And I see it in you too. Like, you always been like, you know, you have to be like that. You have to be with your host people person.
Yes.
You know, so that definitely is a good thing right there.
All right, so let's get into a little bit more. So check it out. So we're going to go back to DJ Prime, right?
Yes, sir.
So, because I know your movement from that point on. You and DJ Prime was like Batman and Robin.
Yeah, man.
You understand? You was Batman, he was Robin. When you did a party, you Prime. So whenever you went, because we going to go past 9A. We passed 9A. We passed Hudson River Cafe. You had thousands of venues after that. Let's keep it 100.
Right.
Okay? It ain't, your history is not just built on 9A and Hudson River. When that folded, you kept it going. Boom, 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 boom. You still had the same flow, the same power. But Batman and Robin, when you heard Lee and Prime, people came up. That was your niche.
Yeah, that was definitely.
That was like your DJ, bro.
Yeah, that was my brother.
That's right.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity for him pushing me to do the 9A thing, which was a springboard for everything else after that, because it only got bigger. It only got, like you said, it wasn't just. Me and him have had many successful events after 9A. You know,
what I'm talking about.
Like you said, it was like it was a beautiful thing. Like, you know, shout out to Prime. He's still doing his thing. I wish him nothing but success. But you know, all good things come to an end. Like, you know, he went his way, I went my way, and we doing our own thing. But like you said, it was synonymous.
For a while.
Like, yo, Lee and Prime doing it.
For a while, yeah.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
Yeah.
Because it worked.
It definitely worked.
Like Corey said earlier, like, Prime is a very diverse DJ, so he was like a triple threat. He took me up in them heights, and we just killed. We did like it was like you the only nigga in the heights. Why they keep giving you these spots?
What's that spot? Man, you went to the spot, the joint on like further like 160 something in Amsterdam or Broadway.
Oh, you talking about Perilla? Is the cross on the hospital?
Yeah.
That was another animal.
Yeah.
That was definitely.
I liked that joint. Man, we went
Perilla
to the
was like it was just
you
like
that last year.
No, it's been about.
No more 2 years.
About 2 years, about
Perilla,
17.
Perilla in the Heights on Broadway.
Yes, right across
164th or something like that.
Yes, I did. I did a lot of venues in the Heights, like where you didn't expect to see black promoters doing it. And they like scratching their head, like because it worked. Like they think that these owners is watching. They watching your Instagram. They watching your movements, what you're doing. They listen to people. Your reputation precedes you. So you know what I'm saying? I was known, that's a good thing now, for giving grown events. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me me and Prime used to always bump heads, right? Because he want to turn up. I said, no, we going R&B him to death. Like, we going to two-step him all the way out the door. So I can go a night without Bobby Smurda. And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So we used to bump heads about that. I said, yo, like, give him a little bit. So when I let him go off, like, we used to have him stand up. Anywhere we was at, they was standing up in the chairs, man. So the problem with that was, it was hard. He's like, yo, but Lee, like, some of the young folks would come in there. I said, but no, we not going to stoop down to their level. We're going to bring them up to ours. You know, we're going to make them remember, like, when they was a kid, the things their mama was playing when she was cleaning the house, you know, on Sunday, like, we're going to have them, like, oh, that's my shit. And that worked, and he listened. He listened. Like, I worked with a lot of dope DJs. Like, you know, after the situation of Nane, like, Prime was my house DJ. I started working with Top Boogie. And we took it to another level then. Like, it just worked. Like, I like people that's willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can always we can always agree to disagree and bounce ideas off each other. But like I don't like egos. I do like, we don't have time for egos. Like, let's get in this money, not in our feelings. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a lot of DJs who are like, yo, change it. Oh man, I don't want to. I'm like, okay, no problem. This your last time working with me. Like, you may be not working, but working with me, because I want you to you got to read your crowd. And my dimension was like, I was targeting. See me, I liked Bentleys, Demararas, the Shadow. That was my thing. We all did a little bit of Tunnel and Limelight and all that. But that's what resonated more with me. Because I didn't mind, like you said, I was throwing the pills.
That's bullshit. No
you
doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different thing, like, you bring to the table. So that seemed to have worked for me. Like, I must jump back a little bit. Like, with 9A, the dress code. Like, there was no baseball caps. Like, it was hard. It wasn't hard for me to do that because I had a lot of dress codes. I went to Catholic school most of my life, so wearing shoes all day was not really a problem. Like, so I was like me and Corey was like, yo, listen, this is what we doing. It wasn't hard to get the people to clean up a little bit. Not even just any of my events, a lot of times, like, it was so dope. Like, I've had people come, I'm going home to change my clothes. I'm coming back. And they did exactly that. Like, because the ladies was there. They was there. Like, if you didn't score at one of my events, you got to be the lamest dude in the world. You have to be. Like, because they was there. They was searching. They was searching. So you had your pick of the litter.
Well, I did like about your event, you always had like more women than men.
Got to. Who wants to be at a sausage party? Nobody want to be at a sausage party.
No, I'm saying you can't control who come in. But you can't.
It's what you bring to the table.
Always had that.
Yeah, but most of the time, if you have an event and it's popping, them girls will come out.
Definitely. Safe. Like, the ladies primarily, they want to be safe. You know what I'm saying? If they feel comfortable, like, I had all walks of life at my events. Like, I got a lot of police friends, correction officers, doctors, nurses, like, even like where I'm working at now, like, a lot of the people that I work with come to my events and, like, they don't want to go to like, I'm not, if that's your thing, but, like, they don't want to go to the hood parties, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a problem, like, putting on a little button up, a little sweater vest or something, and some jeans and some hard bottoms or some bucks and blazers. That works for me. But, you got to be able to adjust with the times, and I've been lucky and able to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. It's a gift and a curse.
So you came up to the Heights.
Oh, man.
And once you came up to the Heights, you didn't stay in the Heights, but you moved around a little bit more in the Heights. So I know I went up one time to on Dykeman. He was on Dykeman on 202nd Street over there, Nagel, over that way. Remember that?
Yes.
Talk about that.
That was a spot called Volga.
There it is.
Volga, that was me and Prime once again.
There it is.
A never win-win. It was a never win, never slam dunk, man. Every time we got together, man, it was like.
Man, pull up though. I know all the spots.
Yeah, that's, and I appreciate you, definitely.
Pull up.
Like the Volga, it wasn't a really huge spot, but like we was packing it. But I dealt with a lot of, like, these owners can be very janky. Like, what they try to do, they'll let you build it and then try to snatch it right from under your feet.
And then keep the flow to themselves.
And then I'm lucky and blessed to have loyal followers. Because if I told them I'm leaving, they left with me. Like, and then I've had places like, you know, come back and apologize. Like, you want to come back? Nah, like you said. I mean, Corey said earlier, like, I don't go back. I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm moving forward. Because it's getting big and it's growing. So, but like these owners, like, it's been a couple of times where I've had a couple of bumps and scrapes with owners. Like, they like to play with your money. Like, all right, we're going to take up the situation. I was doing Salsa con Fuego on Thursdays. You know, shout out to Pinky and Preem. Like, you know, we had a good thing. And Big Fish, it was going well. But like what they was doing, like, I didn't agree because all that say my name at the door, if it's 3 promoters doing the event, that's a 3-way split. That's how that should go, period. What they was doing, and they had they people doing the numbers. You come to the door, I'm like, I'm here for Pinky, I'm here for Preem, or I'm here for Lee. It wasn't adding up. The numbers, the math wasn't right.
So they trying to say, damn, I've been in a situation like that. Somebody did that, but we're gonna stick you. So they trying to say whoever saved the person name or the door got more bread.
That was the corniest shit.
That's crazy.
Well, who came up with the idea?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm like, I stayed at Salsa for a few months, but they, all right, you know, it's like baseball. I gave them 3 strikes. They did that shit 3 times, fucked up my numbers. So as you know, I said before me going another place with it, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna step off. And I did that. I mean, I've always been blessed enough. Like people say, you move around a lot. I said, yo, cause like they start acting crazy. I'm not gonna stay there and argue and fight with them. I'm just gonna, like, my thing, I feel personally, I'm gonna win wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's that animal ambition in me. Like, I'm gonna make it work wherever I'm at, whether it be with a team or by myself. Like, I don't have a problem sharing the wealth. I'm not a greedy guy. You know what I'm saying? If I worked with great teams, like shout out to my round table family, man. We've always had great mixtures because, you know, it's a balance. Like, their crowd is a little younger than mine. So I bring, they like, all right, going back to the Heights, we had Don Coquille. You came to that brunch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
whoa. Yeah. That was serious.
that was another
it's hard
animal.
to get up in that spot.
Yeah,
you came and got me. I called you outside.
Yes, oh man.
Yeah, that was serious.
Yeah, for sure.
That joint, I ain't been there.
Nah, I've been there.
Like the
That was
Heights.
serious. I forgot about daytime joint. Yeah, that was all right. That thing fell up quick though. You ain't in by a certain time, it's a wrap.
Yeah, well, it's nothing I'm not
it's a
coming
wrap.
to the door. I can't
It's
do
a wrap.
nothing for you.
It's a wrap. You're right. That's a wrap.
And like, ever
I
since
was in there,
I ain't go to
me
that
and my
joint.
man Mel, Big Troy. Remember that?
yeah, definitely. I had to come to the door and get y'all.
Yeah, me, Mel, and Big Troy went up in there. That was all right. Yeah, I got a photo with that in there too.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
the Heights, man. I was loving the Heights.
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't like a lot of they feel like a lot of black people was biased against the Heights, but all the owners in the Heights wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Some of them played fair, some of them didn't. But like they built a bias against, because, you know, like, they don't want to deal with us. Like, why you keep going up there? So when that happened, it was a great divide. So it was hard to get my people to come up to the Heights. So I'm like, I had to reinvent myself. Like, damn, like, it's like I'm doing dope events, but the people, like, you know, a lot more or less. From the few janky situations I dealt with, like the Spanish owners or whatever the owner was, they did a lot of nonsense. But so, you know, people they like, you got to stay relevant because they'll forget about you in a New York minute. Like, you're like, yo, whatever happened to such and such. So with that being said, it was hard doing the Heights. So I started searching other places, like wherever. Like, and I'm lucky, like I said, lucky and blessed. Like, when I pitch myself, like, to these establishments, like, it's very rare I've got turned down. So like, yo, people be like, yo, Lee, how you get up there? It's like,
So for the people who's watching, can you take them behind the scenes now? How did that go? How you go about your day as far as looking for a spot? What do you do? Because we like to educate.
well, listen, like,
people who's watching.
I'm still a student to the game. Like I said, like, these owners, they watch.
No, but explain to the people, like, if you got, because we have a lot of people who always ask us, they want to get into this, want to get into that.
Right.
So can you give them, like, some behind the scenes, how to go about, like what you do to get the parties. Like you said, you travel, you get in your car,
like,
you go, you look at spots. How you sort out spots? Do you hear about it?
Like you really gotta go. You gotta go sit down and talk to them. Like you gotta sell yourself. That's the whole game. Like you gotta sell yourself, and like you gotta have like your resume is like now with the blast of social media. Like if you can sit down and show them like a video catalog of your events that you've done, your flyers, like and like a lot of times like all these owners, whether you know it or not, they know each other.
Yeah.
So it's a network. Like nah, don't give him no party. Don't give him no party. And I've been privileged enough not to have that happen to me. So you gotta, the bottom line is like you gotta sell yourself, man. You know, like in the streets, like dope sell itself. Like if you give a quality event and people like in the word of mouth, like that's even more bigger just as social media.
Not only that though, like selling yourself is what you call marketing
and branding.
You understand? So, your brand. When they say Lee Majors, that's your brand.
Definitely.
You understand? That's why you able to go to different venues and people follow you because they respect your brand. They know when you go to a Lee Majors party, you know what I'm saying, that this is what you would expect, a good time.
See, the main thing, the main thing people, when they go out, the first thing they want to have a good time, they want to be safe.
That's it.
See, they don't want to have to feel to go somewhere, like for guys. Guys don't, he may not have a crew today. He may want to go by himself. He want to be able to, I could just go have a little drink, I could be in the cut.
And mingle.
And mingle on my own while, you know, dudes getting crazy.
Let me give you a for instance. Let me give you a for instance.
You just cut me dead off. You sick.
Let me give you a for instance, because this is something dealing with me and you. This is important. All right? So, when me and Doc did the B139,
right,
a lot of people was fronting on us.
Right.
Let's talk about, it's really stemming off of your story, marketing and branding.
Right.
And a lot of people fronting on us. They don't want to come on and now,
it's
we got
animal.
Now everybody want to come on and join,
but
at the end of the day, that's why I cut you off because I didn't want to lose train of thought. We remember the ones that fronted on us.
Yes,
and
as you should.
We don't want y'all on the show.
Yeah,
I'll keep it going.
Stay the fuck from
Stay over there. We all right. We good. We good money. We established. We branded.
And I've happened to me a lot.
And that's what I had to get that in, Doc, because that made me think about Lee. Yeah. But I caught that energy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people front on us in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But the brand we move. And God is amazing.
I'm honored and privileged to be
Back
here,
to you,
man.
bro.
To be a part of the situation.
It's all about you, man. I just had to get that in.
Continue blessings to you both, man.
Absolutely.
But like you said, like chiming back on what you just said, like the hate is real.
Yeah, man.
The hate is real. Like I've actually had confrontations with people like that couldn't get into my events, like really like, or these like, all right, this is one story I tell, like I'm telling you, yo, come to the party, yo, it's dope. Everybody talking about it, and I'm telling you to show up. That's a personal invite. I'm telling you, come. The event is going. You decide to come if you don't reach out to me. So listen, like I've had people that don't mind paying, and some people got some sense of entitlement. I'm like, yo, but I've been told you to come. If you'd have been coming, if you was a regular, come on in. Like you and I never had no problem.
No problem.
Come to there, come on.
I've been to several of them.
Yes, like, but they like, I've had people like actually who wanted to fight me.
Yeah, man.
They really want to go to blows, because one guy wanted to fight me because he had to pay. But like I said, like I was telling the story, like I'm telling you to come. Mm-hmm. Like every week, I'm telling you though, it's just shit. Like you should be there. You gonna have a good time. It's a lot of ladies there. The food is great, ambiance, everything, and you don't decide to come. I've been there 10 weeks. You decide to come on the 11th, and then you come to the door like, yo, Lee. I'm like, yo, what's up?
You know why? Yeah. Because there's two reasons why. The first reason, because they didn't want to put no money in your pocket. The second reason, because they didn't believe that you can do it. Now that it's up all up here, now I gotta go now. You told them in the beginning.
Like, but one thing, you right about that. But one thing about me, like one thing, I'm very supportive. But then when I feel like it was no fallout. But when I was mad at Lee, right? One thing when he did the brownstone, then when he went to, that's how I know the dates. When you said you did the brownstone. and then the 9. I know the dates. I said, Lee, come to my baby shower. He said, Doc, I'm coming. And he's like, all right, I just got from where I took a nap. Remember, you ain't come? Then I saw him the next day at this one joint turned up at the Von Zip. Von Zip had a joint downtown. I stopped going his stuff for a minute. I stopped going. Cause remember I told you though, I said, what happened? I saw you that next day.
Yeah.
I said, man, how you not come to my joint, my baby shower? And he's like, oh,
something had to come up with.
No, you said you fell asleep. I spoke to you an hour before, cause you called me. You called me. Like you said, Doc. You said, where's that guy? I said, in Tiny Tower. He said, I bet. He said, I'm gonna take a nap. Get up, get dressed, wash them. Well, I bet. So I'm going to, and my people know I always support. I support. So I'm like, damn, where the fuck this nigga at? The next day, that Sunday, at the Von Zip joint, I said, I saw at the Von Zip, remember the cookout they had, I think it was 114, 118.
Right.
I said, this motherfucker, like you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, Doc, I'm sorry, man.
Definitely.
I was
my word,
sick. Listen, I ain't going to the party.
If I said I'm coming, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's just what it is, and I apologize that once again. Like, you know what it is, building back on that, right?
You working. So now, like, to be honest, not to cut him off, right? So, like, I wasn't working at the time, I'm doing what I'm doing, right? So I'm like, man, I work, he ain't tired, nigga, good up. So now when you work or something, you see, now you kind of understand it. Like, even before, like, when I mess with a girl and stuff, and she's like, I'm tired of work. Like, bitch, come do some pussy. And she told me, I'm ready to beat. You talking work, but I didn't realize. I didn't realize that job shit do take a toll on the body.
Yeah, you was a late bloomer in the job world.
Yeah. So I ain't realize it. So, cause I'm like, I was mad. I'm like, man.
No, that though, you got a sense of responsibility what time you got to get up, and you got to be on time. Yeah.
But I ain't realize. I remember he called me. He said, yo, I'm just coming to work. He said, he called me.
They got to go.
He called me.
That thing serious.
That was my work.
It was on Saturday.
But that job is different.
Cause that thing is different in the AM. I think he started, not to cut y'all off, like still to this day, people are like, yo, Lee, how you do it? Like, work a full-time job and still do these, it's a necessary evil, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather be booked, busy, and blessed than broke and bothered any day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you have to do what you have to do. It's a necessary evil. Like, I don't have a problem with it. You got to stay relevant, too. Like I said, like, these people forget about you so quick. But then I did another thing. I'm going to tell a secret, right? Yeah. I take a lot of pictures.
Oh, you do?
I take a lot of pictures. Like, so it always looks like I'll be in my house posting sometime, just throwing up random pics. And I throw my little quotes for things that resonate with me, that I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it always looks like I'm into something. But a lot of times, I'm a homebody. People may not know or believe that, but I love being in a house. That's why I made it comfortable, because I like being there.
Yeah.
But, like, I got to get that bag. Like, you know, I got to get to it. Like, people don't know what overhead is. Like, this is money I have to have every month to maintain my lifestyle. Right. Like, as far as, like, your bills, your car notes, your food on the table, your clothes. Your kids. It's definitely the kids. Like, cause they
traveling.
They got grandkids.
Yeah, one grandson, man, 13. Shout out to Chance, man. I love you,
That's
kid.
crazy.
Yeah, I got one too, you know.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to Jaden, you know.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Grandkids is another level, my dude, you heard?
Much younger. Much younger. But hey, man, we here, we winning, man.
But the thing about the party promoting, I noticed with you don't really click up. You do most of yours by yourself, right?
And I had to, because I had no choice. I've made calls to people like, yo, I'm doing this, like, you want to rock with me? There's certain people I rock with that mesh well with me. But sometimes I've had to do it by myself. Like, I'll call somebody like, yo, I'm doing this, like, you want to rock with me or whatever? And they're like, nah, I'm good. But then when the shit take off, I love the building process. I like to take, like, I've done a lot of places that people, like, never really heard of. Yeah. Like, they be like, where's that at?
Yeah.
Then I tell them, then they come and they see it, and it's rocking. They're like, oh, this shit is dope. Like when I did my birthday party at Toboga. Mm-hmm. Another shout out to Prime. He took me and was like, yo, Lee, let's do this. And I was like, I started doing a lot of the places in the Heights, like, after especially I started tapping in on the Thursdays because of the situation with salsa. Everybody didn't want to go to salsa. So I gave them another alternative, and it worked.
You took a risk with Thursdays.
Yes, I did.
You took a risk because I hang with you a lot. You took a risk with Thursdays, and you wanted a few people that made Thursdays work.
Yeah, any day of the week.
Motherfucker don't want to go out on Thursday, yo. You know what I'm saying?
But that's like
Wednesday was the
that's the unsung.
Thursday good money though.
That's like the unofficial start of the weekend.
You don't understand what I'm saying to you. Wednesday is called hump day.
Right.
So Wednesdays were winning for a while. Nobody really has Wednesdays rocking like before. That was a thing that was going on around Tommy had, and maybe other dudes had, I don't know. But Wednesday was like a phenomenon. Wednesday went down. Friday and Saturday, you already know what it is, and Sunday's brunch.
Down count,
But Thursday is a day where it's a crapshoot. You know what I'm saying? So for a motherfucker to come out on a Thursday, he gotta have a follower. And he made Thursdays work. Thursdays, you might think, Doc, because I should promote parties too here and there. You might think Thursdays is a win because it's towards the weekend. Negative, bro. Niggas getting ready for Friday.
Right.
So Thursday's not happening.
Yeah, it was a swing in the dark.
You did make Thursday work. Cause he tell me you'll be in the Perilla on Thursday, Thursday. This nigga always got Thursdays, man. But I'm gonna pull up.
I did Thursdays,
I want something to do today.
I even done.
We got some old shit. Lee got Thursdays. Yeah. We should always look for. There ain't nobody really doing on Thursday. Oh, Lee got something, and we go. Right.
I always like to be the odd man out.
Yeah, like Thursdays is hard, man.
But like I tell people all the time, like I feel personally like. Nothing you doing is going to stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I'm going to give everything I do 110%. So like you said, like Thursdays was a tough draw. I even done Tuesdays. I've done Mondays. Like I was doing a spot on the east side called Cepitos.
I remember that.
And that was hard. Because it's hard, like, people act like the east side is a whole nother
world. People on the west side do.
Yes.
But like that west side dudes, man. They don't really want to come over there, man.
Yeah, they didn't.
But shout outs to the east side. But we really don't want to come over there. They don't really want to come over here. We keeping it 100. It's been something been going on since childhood. Yeah. That ain't nothing.
I've done spots in the Bronx, in the Heights.
But he go everywhere, man.
Yeah, I'm going
He's an adventurous, man.
Yeah. All west side guys.
Carlton do big venues and all that. But this guy here will go to any neighborhood and make the joint go, man. He's an adventurous, man. I'm like, where you at now? I'm over here, but I'm also doing that too. He got 2, 3, 4 spots.
Got you, man. Got to keep that thing coming. Like right now, I got spots. I work Monday through Friday, and I got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and those have been going well for me.
So can you let the people know where you at for them days?
Well, once again, shout out to my roundtable team. We got something else. We doing something great again on Saturday evenings. On Friday evenings. We doing El San Juan, another East Side draw.
Right.
That's the borderline, Fifth
Avenue, East Side. I don't look at that.
But that's the borderline. That's the breaking point.
But you know what though? A dude from the West Side gonna call that the East Side
all day long.
I'm telling you.
But I get what you're saying. But I don't. When we say East Side, we mean like that Lexington,
right?
Third Avenue,
right. We mean past Fifth Avenue.
But Fifth Avenue,
that's the breaking point.
It's the borderline. We share that. We share that.
Same thing like Foster.
We share that. We share that. We share that. You're right. The east and the west, we share that. That's like equal grounds right there. That's like that's the borderline.
But like even I didn't mention, I forgot to mention, but after 9A, I was still there. After they shut down, they started having financial troubles or whatever. They said, "Listen, Lee, we closing down on Monday through Wednesday." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with that?" Because it's the Wednesdays, they slow down after a while. It's all right, cool. But they wanted to keep me aboard because they respected what I was doing. They said, pick a day. They gave me Sunday. That's when I started the Sunday Soulful Brunch. Once again, me and Prime. And that thing took off. But they had mismanagement. There was a manager, little smart mouth individual. I got a little short temper. I could have handled that differently, but like I put hands on him. So that ended that relationship.
I heard about that too.
Yeah, he asked for it.
Yeah, Corey told me about that one.
Yeah,
they went
to the tape because I'm in the office choking the shit out of it.
Heard about that.
Hey man, listen, it was what it was.
Yeah, but go that way.
But my bottom line is like I like working. I like a lot. Like sometimes, like Corey said earlier, like a lot of times it's not for the money. You know what I'm saying? This can be a lucrative business and it can be slow, but I love what I do. The passion is what drives me.
What you said earlier is real. It's about building relations, man.
And your network determines your net
and your
worth.
brand is everything. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm not gonna water down. But like certain people, people have reached out to me to do events with them. Certain people I just won't. It's not economically sound and it's not good for my business because it won't mesh well. What you're doing and what I'm doing is on two different plateaus, so we can't meet nowhere. And sometimes, there's been times when I've told people no, and they really internalized that and took it personal. And it wasn't personal, and I'm not gonna take too much time explaining it to you, but I'm like, nah, I'm good, man, but I wish you the best. Because I want to see everybody win.
Right.
I'm one of them guys that goes to everybody's parties.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm going to show love to everybody. And then, I told him that's essential.
You definitely do that.
You got to show love to everybody, especially if you want that love back. Like, if I tell somebody about one of my events, right? I'm like, yo, come in, and they can't make it. I understand always, first things first. People got jobs, family, or situations, or whatever they're dealing with. They can't always make it.
Yeah, you can't always
and I don't take that personal. Yeah. You know, I've had people like, yo, Lee, perfect example. Yeah. Yo, Lee, come to my baby shower. Yeah. I couldn't make it, whatever. And he held that.
I held that.
And he held that.
Yeah. You know, I held it because, like I said, anybody know me, I always support. Like, the first day in Brownstone, I was there. Your first day in
support my joints, though.
Yeah, I come when they tell me. Sometimes I'll be feeling.
One thing I do give Doc, he do pull up.
Definitely.
He pull up
without question.
Yeah, when you MVP, quiet ass nigga come up in there. He be quiet too. He always come up smiling.
I did MBV too on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like I've done so many spots, right?
I did it after you, I think.
Yeah. Excuse me. I've done so many spots. Like I can't even name them all.
You did
like somebody,
a
lot, man.
You got.
I got a nice resume.
To be honest with you, I know I've been around for a little while, but you did. I think you did a lot more spots than anybody I know, man. He did a lot of spots.
Like I've done the
He took chances, man.
You got to.
That's what I respect about Lee. Like he said, he'll go somewhere where cause a lot of times he told me V come out. You know, whatever he said exactly. Yo, where's that, man? What you talking? I ain't never. He had you come out, but then when you go there, it's his flow.
Yeah.
He gonna have a hookah. Shout outs to the hookah, right?
Yes,
He put me on to the joint, remember?
The
200th Street, remember that joint? He told me to go get it?
The vape spot.
The portable joint.
Portable joint.
And they get official. I got one too, because of this. He told me to go.
Yes.
But this dude, he will find a spot, man.
I have to, man.
But let me tell you something. That's your brand and your niche. Ain't too many dudes can say that.
Right.
He can turn a spot into something. No matter where he goes.
And
I'm not even trying to make him feel. I'm saying the truth because I came to all of the joints.
Yeah,
man.
definitely. It's been like a lot of spots. Like, what is that? Where is that? Like,
yeah, man.
And then now it's like at one point it was like, is it Spanish? Like, no, it's not. I'm there. How is it a Spanish party? Are you serious?
Spanish language. So what?
So what?
Yeah.
A shout out to all the Spanish places.
Absolutely.
I did the whole 202nd Street.
Everything.
Dykeman.
Everything.
Like, listen, I've been all the way up to 233rd.
What made you say, let me go up there?
Hunger. I just thought I can't be without. And like, I created that lane for myself. And I had to keep it going. Like, when one thing in you, I don't sit there and sulk about it. Like, all right, on to the next. Like, I did a spot, like, all right, you mentioned Republica earlier, right? Mm-hmm. The same owners of Republica had a spot up on 233rd called, what's the place? Silhouette.
Silhouette, yeah. And
I was the first black in there. Right. Like, they was all Spanish, 1,000% Spanish. Derek Corley introduced me to them because we had a spot, and we had, like, I don't know if you remember the brunch I was doing.
Shout out to Derek.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
That was on 233rd Street, up the hill. It was right across the street from the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was another desolate area, but it was like
that area is like
that real nasty work.
Yeah.
Real nasty work.
Derek Corley, huh?
Yes, definitely. So he's like, yo, Lee, I got another spot for you that you could do by yourself. Mm-hmm. Because I think he believed in me. So we had, once again, yo, Prime, this is what we doing. You know, we was doing the rain. We was rotating DJs there, but I always tried to incorporate Prime in the loop. I went to the Silhouette spot. I think I did it. I wanted to reinvent the Wednesdays again. It popped off. But this is why I left them, right? The owner, which is the same people that own Republica, the owner's wife told me to only play Spanish music because her mama was there. I said, can't be serious. I said, Brown, pack it up. We out of here. And never look back. Never look back.
But you gotta carry it like that.
You gotta do that.
You gotta carry it.
You gotta do that. Yeah, you gotta.
That's ridiculous right there.
Yeah.
But like jumping forward to what I'm doing now, right?
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Like on Fridays, it's a spot called El San Juan.
Just talk about it. Let them know about El San Juan.
Oh man, you gotta come see for yourself. It's a dope space. It's a dope crowd, rotating, great DJs, changing up the vibe. Like, me and my round table people, like, we mesh well. And I love and appreciate them from back when.
Oh, you partners with them? You clicked up with this
them,
one?
Yes. Like, they called me and was like, yo, Lee. Because what it was, like, with them, like I said, the age difference in the crowds. I brought the old, like with the Don Coquille thing, I was bringing they had the 20-something birthdays, and I had the 30-something and the 40-something. So they was mixing well because, the diversity of the crowds. Like, so, but once we popped up, like, we never looked back. So it's been times they'll call me, like, yo, Lee, bring it. And it works. And I love the relationship that I have with them. One thing I say about the round table, like, there's no bosses. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an equal input.
How many members is that?
Well, for the primary members.
So Roundtable is they crew, and then you just work with them.
Yes.
Okay. So how many with them?
With them, I would say the prime members is Malik Lada, Flacco Love, Japan Entertainment, and President Kev. And I love them guys. Those my they call me the
these
OG.
young boys.
Yeah, they're a little younger than me, but like I love and respect them on our level. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the same work ethic. Like they hungry like me for every event that they do. So, but like I was saying about El San Juan, they called me on the Fridays, like, yo, Lee. Malik gave me a call, like, yo, you want to get down? Yeah, let's go. Because I already had a good rapport and relationship, and I know what I'm doing. I know what they're doing already. So the Fridays, popped off. It's crazy. It's Fridays, Link and Drink Fridays from 6 to 2 a.m. on Friday evenings. That thing's been going well. So, I'm doing that. But at that time, I was still I had a brunch. I'm jumping back and forth all over the place. I was doing a brunch. It's another place that I made a household name. Me and Prime, once again. What's this place? Wow.
Callie's?
Callie's. Mm-hmm. Me and Prime started doing the brunch there. I had a fantastic, next month would have been a year that I was there. People don't have longevity. They might get 2 or 3 weeks out of a spot. Me, I'm thinking long range. I want to be here as long as you open. Mm-hmm. As long as you getting some money, I want some too. Mm-hmm. But that, it comes, all good things come to an end. So in turn, when they called me for the Friday, I'm still doing the brunch. So the brunch is going well. Like, everybody's there. Had Lennox Avenue on a frenzy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then when, like, me and my DJ, shout out to Double J, man, the OG.
The OG.
Yeah, the OG. That's my guy. We made something monumental once again. So, when that thing, it started fizzling, like changing management too much. There's a lot of nonsense involved. So what it was for them, when the last straw with me was like, I had birthday parties. This was, say, about a month ago. Then I'm going to move on forward, right? I got 3-4 birthday parties. I got a shitload of people behind me. I get there at 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. They don't have any food. Mm. So, right, I'm steam coming out my ears.
A restaurant with no food.
I said, are you
what
fucking
the fuck
shitting
is your house?
I said, are you shitting me? So I left. First, this is the owner. I don't want to mention his name, but the same owner of a few establishments on Lennox Avenue, right? Mm-hmm. I leave, I drive off, I go to this other establishment, and like, yo, he downstairs in the office. Right this time, I'm on fire, I'm livid. Right. I'm like, I don't want to talk to him right now because I'm going to say a lot of the wrong shit, right? Right. So I jump in my car and I drive off. I know my guys was doing the brunch at El San Juan, right? Mm-hmm. So I go over there, my man. Shout out to President Kev, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the op. I go and I tell him what's going on. He looks at me like, it's a no-brainer. Bring it here. So this is the first week there. I bring 3-4 birthday parties, flood the joint. He's like, yo, just do your party here. And that's so now, in turn, now I have Fridays and Sundays at the same spot. And it's an animal. You got to come check that out.
So there, on Friday and Sundays, you with the guys?
Yes, working with my guys, the round table, man. Shout out to the round table.
So what you doing Saturdays?
Well, Saturdays, me and another promoter by the name of Mook Millions. That's another.
I know Mook.
Yeah,
what up, Mook?
Shout out to Mook Millions, man. You know, good guy.
East Side.
We was doing something. We was doing something at this place called, like, Corey mentioned earlier, Boulevard Bistro.
Yeah.
Which it's another bad management thing. We went there. We did it. You came.
Yeah,
definitely. We got picked. We was doing the Boulevard Bistros. We made it. We might have did about 3 Saturdays there. And it wouldn't get off the ground. It was going, but it wasn't going the way we wanted it to. So, Mook reached out to somebody else and got another night. And I said, all right. He gave me a call. I said, I'm with it. Let's do it. And this is at Lenox Public. It used to be called Shea Lucian.
Yeah.
This is on top of, this is on the bottom part of Gin Fizz.
Right.
And Gin Fizz, the reputation, it's a young crowd.
Right.
It's a young crowd, bottom line.
Straight young crowd.
Straight young. So I'm like, damn, how can we pull this off? I'm like, you know what, we can do it, man, because what we bring to the table is the grownness, right? But we had to distinguish ourselves from Gin Fizz. So it was hard. So I'm telling people.
It is hard because when people go there, because I ain't gonna lie, I go to Red Rooster.
Right.
And when I see the people in front of there, I'm thinking Gin Fizz. I never until you told me today that that's the spot. I always, when I see the crowd there, I'm thinking Gin Fizz. I'm not thinking
a young
what
crowd.
You told me.
Gangbangers.
I didn't even know
that's
that
their thing. They
it was
need
a
their
spot.
spot to go. But so we've been there for maybe a month. Like the first week or so, it was building. But we both saw the potential and we believed in it. So right now it's in a great space it's not a huge spot. But the way it's going is going great. People was coming. My primary thing is booking. You gotta get those birthdays.
Yeah,
them birthdays keep you afloat.
Yeah.
I'm like, you people reach out to me, I reach out to them. You gotta get those birthdays.
Yeah,
the birthdays is like the birthdays is always good for a +1.
And birthdays is everything, man.
Yeah, like you said, it's a certain people feel a certain loyalty.
Let me pose a question to you, right?
Yes.
So, I move around. I show love to everybody.
Definitely.
I show love to you. I show love to Corey. I show love to Carlton. I show love to Madam.
Right. Shout out to Madam.
Shout outs to Madam. We all brothers and sisters at the end of the day, right? So, go to your spot, it's winning. Go over to Corey and them, it's winning. Go mess with Madam, it's winning.
Right.
That's the show that there's enough money out here for everybody.
True.
And everybody should support everybody. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't say, don't go to Lee's spot or don't go to Carlton. Everybody show love. It's money.
Now, while he's speaking of love, we need everybody to like this interview right here. Because when you like the interview, it brings traffic.
And
so
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hit that like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
What Doc
it's
saying.
Nothing. It takes a second to like and subscribe.
You understand? And all that's on a Fridays is what I'm talking about.
Right.
I go where you at, it's crowded. Go where they at, everybody's winning.
Everybody
And you know what? We still ain't even touching everybody at that.
Not at all. Because then you go downtown, midtown, all them parties down
so
there.
So what's the hate all about? That's my whole point, man. Cut it out. Stop the hate. Congratulate and show love to the peoples.
Man, but it's hard, man.
I know,
it's easier said than done, man.
Yeah, I know.
The hate is great,
I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep fighting for it, man.
Yeah, me and you both. Because I want to see, personally, I want to see everybody win.
Exactly, man.
So, like, I don't have I'm not going here, I'm not doing this. I'm like, I try to, if I can, I try to show love to everybody.
That's
because I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up and I'm going to bring some friends. And I'm like, listen, like people ask me, like, if somebody's doing something on a night that I'm not doing something, I'll recommend somebody else's place.
And you'll pull up too.
Definitely. I was like, here's such and such number. Call them. Like somebody like, I want to do something on a Tuesday. Is somebody doing a Tuesday like, yo, V, I got 5 birthdays for you on Tuesday. And I don't want nothing back. Right. It's just for the love.
Right.
But that's like, a lot of people don't have that same love for you. But like, it's not always received.
But you know what, though? Just like you talking about God and all that,
God is great, man.
You know, you don't stoop down to the next man level. You
Never.
still
Elevate.
stay who the person you are.
Elevate.
And you're going to always win. But I want to say one thing, though, right, real quick. So, you know how we talk about the love and we talk about the hate, right? At the end of the day, with the Beat 139, we got love and we got hate. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. We stand alone in Harlem, my dude. We stand alone in Harlem with this podcast, with this digital show we got, with this radio, with this media company. We stand alone because we work hard to build this thing here. We are only competition.
Yeah, for sure.
The reason why we are only competition, I'm gonna talk about it.
Talk about it.
Because
the truth.
We show love to everybody.
As you should.
We have everybody on the show. All we doing is trying to help people market and build a brand more than they already did it. Yeah. Right, Clay?
And then not only that, now that you speak on this, right? I didn't want to do it in this setting, but since we on it and it ain't like we're going to be able to do it because the time. But I want to address this Vado situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect what he done at all.
Who's that?
I think he was a clown for that. Vado.
Vado, what he did? I don't
Vado supposed to came on the show Friday, right? He's supposed to have gotten to got arrested or whatever, right? Which is cool. Okay, cool. But that's been Friday. Today is Monday. You ain't have enough respect for me to reach out and be like to say, listen, this what happened to me. Now I had staff members come out. Now mind you, Friday's an off day. We don't do podcasts on Friday. We only don't do it on Wednesdays. So everybody on a Friday night took time, whole staff, cameraman, my video tech guy,
the whole
team came out. We had food, we had everything there, and he'll show. Okay,
no call, no
if
show.
he got locked up, who knows?
Yeah.
But suppose he got that. Okay, cool.
But he came out.
But you came out. You was out on that Saturday, the next day. You couldn't have enough respect to sit there.
Decency.
Decency.
Or
to
courtesy.
sit there and courtesy. To call me, be like, yo, Doc, I got locked up yesterday, blah, 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 my bad. Whatever the case may be, I'd have felt a little better. So now, you know what I'm saying? And this the shit I don't like about this type of setting. Because when you do this, sometimes people think that shit's sweet when you doing podcasts. They see you in this type of light because you're on a, you know, I don't know. It's different. Like I'm pretty sure, like, you at work, a motherfucker think they can talk slick because you're at work. They're like, he ain't trying to lose his job. But the minute you get out of work, no, you don't have these problems. Right. So that's the same thing. I ain't never had no problems with dudes doing sucker shit like that. And I think it's sucker shit because,
but if
like
sucker shit ain't in you, it don't come out of you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't respect that at all. The simple fact, the phone call afterwards. If you did get locked up or whatever, today is Monday. There's no way in the world. What's that? 72 hours, whatever, went by. And you ain't get a call and say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect that.
But you know what this is one of the things that helped me get through a lot of shit, right? Zero expectations, zero just disappointments. And I'm saying sometimes you can't expect everybody to be a you. How you would handle a situation, you can't expect that same person to do that. So in turn, like you internalize a lot of things because your passion. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't respect that. So sometimes you gotta sprinkle a little fuck it on it. Yeah. And that helps me get through a lot of things. Like, because if you don't say, you'll react differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm even back to the love and the hate thing. But without the haters, who gonna love you? You know, everything is about balance.
Right.
It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I said, zero expectations, zero disappointments. You gotta apply that to a lot of things, or you'll drive yourself crazy, especially in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you win.
Good point.
And I've learned, especially in dealing in this, well, it's a business. It's definitely a business. Like a lot of people I know, they may not like me. They tolerate me. And it's a difference. You have to recognize the difference. I know niggas who probably hate my guts, speak to me every day, so I play their game. When they stop speaking, that's when I'm more concerned. Like, hey, what's good, Lee? How you doing? Hey, man, how you doing? How your mama doing?
Yeah.
You know, I shoot the shit with them. But I know where I stand with them.
Yeah.
That's called fake hugs from fake thugs.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta play the game.
No, but you're 100% right about that, about playing the game. But the first thing, when you walk through the door, you said to me, thanks for having me, and I said to you, thanks for coming. So at the end of the day,
it's respect.
It's respect. That's all it is, respect. Regardless, like I said, it's no name, no matter who you supposed to be ever.
Too big or too small.
It's never too big, too small. Always respect, because you still took time out to come. We took time out to have you. This is Monday
And I greatly
that
appreciate
we
that.
did it.
Once
So
again, thank you
it
both.
goes both ways. So the point I'm making, you 100% right about that. Cause sprinkle it, but I had to answer to my staff. They came out.
And you still had to
People
pay
going
them.
Jersey, and people coming out moving. Chains, babysitting, people moving their schedule.
It's a lot of pieces,
to come.
man.
It was a lot of pieces.
A lot of pieces,
Food had
man.
to get thrown
Marketing,
away.
branding,
Marketing, all that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then nigga don't
It's
call,
like it's a lot.
then don't call.
It's
Like
a lot to do this, yo, bro.
call,
I know. Listen,
the
man.
call.
It ain't easy what we do, man.
Exactly.
It ain't easy.
The call would have helped. It would have helped a lot.
It would have cushioned the
got
blow.
locked up and not. It would have cushioned it. So when you don't call, you're basically saying fuck a nigga.
Yeah, but you're going to face a lot of that, especially in this day and age, man. Like I said, if it comes back to like, a lot of people don't want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? They don't really particularly like you. They tolerate you. But a lot of people will be around you just to copy your movement.
Yeah.
They want to see what you're doing and how you're doing it so they can do it. Everybody, you taking bits and pieces from everybody that you're around and you apply where needed. But some people just swagger jacking, taking your whole style and running with it. Like, I was inspired by a lot of people that came before me. Shout out to the Final Fours, the Big Threes, the Daytime, all of them that came from Gator, everybody. Yeah. Like, you know, like, I give a shout out to all of them because I watched what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still learning it's like on the job training all the time. And I'm appreciative for whatever gems. Like, there's some people that's gonna tell you real shit, some people that's gonna tell you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But the real shit, it gotta hit home. It has to resonate with me for it to be useful to me. Because a lot of shit that, you know, is in one ear straight out the other, so you don't need it. They just talking to hear themselves.
But you know what else too? Sorry, to add on to what Doc is saying, you know, because I ride with him. You know, this is us. So
for sure.
Whatever he say, even if I don't say nothing, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But my thing is this though, right? A lot of times, keeping it 100, it be dudes from your same hood that don't want to see you eat or don't believe that you was able to do that. So they don't want to ride with you because they can't think past go. You understand? And that's like some bullshit to me, man.
I
You know what
totally
mean?
understand
You
that.
know what I'm saying? So
I've been a victim of that still
exactly.
today.
So I personally think that, you know, the calling come out of respect from the homie. You know what I'm saying? Black men unite, black business, all that good stuff that we preach all the time, that we sing about, that we laugh about, that we rap about, you know, didn't come in our direction because dude don't respect us don't want to respect us like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like
this. But this is where the problems come in at though.
Right.
Because now when it come like that, it get tricky. Because now the ego should come like, well, you don't respect me, and what level you don't respect me?
Right.
Now do I come?
different.
Now do I come like how
I come with the shits?
Now do I come with the shits? Cause now you could take the respect whole type of way. You could take respect as saying respect, oh fuck this nigga, or you could take respect as, oh, he ain't gonna kill.
I got caught up.
Oh, I got caught up.
Pretty much you shot up in the air. You make me think.
You make me think, and it could come any kind of
now
way.
You make me question on what level that you
right.
And I need to find out.
And that's another thing.
See, and that's
people fuck,
and it should
people
go to
rock
that.
with you
Right.
on levels.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they say, oh, it's levels to this
It's
shit.
levels, exactly.
Yeah. But you gotta recognize the differences and like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, like shout out to my man Otis Fighter. He always say like, these dudes, they smile don't match their handshake.
Nah, it don't.
You know what I'm saying? It don't. They smile don't match. So you gotta pay attention
That's
to
what I
that.
tell you, fake.
But you know what's crazy though?
Exactly.
The crazy part, me personally, I like Vado. And I had a business opportunity for him to do with the Big L shit. I was gonna put him on to the shit. You know, more than that. But I was gonna put him on.
My advice for you, Doc,
I like
let that shit go.
No, it's going. It is going. It is going. It is going.
You just had to get it off your chest.
I just had to go because like, you know what I'm saying? It's feel way. And then I know if it's the Breakfast Club, you don't know these people like that. You placing a call. You the place to call. Your PR person would have reached out to them and said,
right,
he's sorry because you don't want to damage that
respect me
relationship.
on that same level.
Respect me on that same level because you know why? Because the minute your records or shit is sitting not selling, they ain't gonna give a fuck about you. Yeah. See, you with us, it don't have nothing to do with status. Because we proven status don't hold no weight here. Because we have people who just starting.
Everybody is somebody
Everybody
here.
is somebody here.
Everybody's somebody
been
here.
treated.
Exactly.
So the minute you ain't popping to something, you ain't gonna be able to go there.
Right.
See, that's what motherfuckers stupid at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's you know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
Yeah, it does.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna respect you more than I respect them niggas. Anyway, I know you. You know what I'm saying? That's why people the money. Right. That's why I said it's like women. Like I respect you more than I respect the nigga I don't know. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's it's business to them. It's personal. Like right, I'm happy to be here.
And I'm happy to be
and
here.
I gotta say something too.
Anytime
Though.
somebody from the block come, I'm different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something else too, though. You know, when I ain't gonna say no names, nothing like that. But you know, one of the homies, like yo, they hollered at him. It's like yo, you need to give these brothers a call, and he still ain't give us a call.
Yeah.
How about that? One of the homies hit him, and he still ain't give us a call. So you know, it's like. That really like saying I ain't calling niggas, you know, whatever. Yeah. Now you leave brothers, you know,
interpret it however you want.
Interpret how you want to interpret it, you know, like, and that's fact.
Like
you know
one
what I'm
thing
saying?
you learn, man.
Life
goes on.
No,
man.
life goes on.
You gotta keep it pushing. Life been going on. But anybody, and they got. We don't personalize nobody. Lee, you know, we ain't targeting nobody. We saying anybody who. You know what I'm saying? Don't respect the beat. We gonna shout them out.
And not only that. That's it. But not only that,
it's our house, Pete.
But not only is our house lead the very things most important. The business we do, same business like you doing. The most important people to you is the people who come to your party. The most important people to us, all the people right now watching you right now.
Right.
We have an obligation to explain to them. I could easily took the high road, be like, man, I don't need to explain it, but we had to explain because a lot of people like, yo, what happened to Vado? Because this man did all the promotion.
Because we
did all the promotion, everything, all the bells and whistles, we did already.
Everybody
right?
was expecting.
So everybody, we're Vado. So we got to explain what happened. We don't want to make it say we dropped the ball or we fake posted. Like we putting people up like false advertising. Ain't no false advertising.
Flyers and say P Diddy gonna be there. Knowing damn well he ain't pulling up, but they want to get people to come and do. But I gotta say something.
This ain't have nothing to do with. All right, I'm gonna let you talk. This ain't have nothing to do with that. So I had to explain to the people. We got to explain to y'all, to people that the reason why Vado ain't come. Supposedly, I don't know. He's supposed to have got in the situation. I don't know. But the point with the issue we having is we ain't have a phone call. He telling us that himself. I'm hearing this through a third party. Someone told me this. He didn't tell us himself. And I know he home because people seen him. People saw him on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, V.
I just want to say one thing, but being that we touched on that, like people that didn't make it. So, tonight we had Corey. You got my man Lee Majors in the building. And Water was supposed to come tonight, but Water gave me 2 phone calls, is what I'm trying to tell you. He called me early. Shout out to Waters, my brother.
Shout out to Waters.
He called me early today and said, yo, V, the reason why I didn't post is because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of work. And then he called me again and said, V, yo, they not letting me out of work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make it up to you. And I got it on my phone on the text. I'll make it up to you, bro. And I hit him back. Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate what you did. And that's what real men do right there. And that's what he did. There it is there. He didn't just not call and not say nothing and ain't come. That man called me twice. Because, you know, all that marketing and promotion and having our team come here. And, you know, our show is on a Wednesday. But we're here on the Monday because we showing love to Lee Majors. We showing love to Corey. And shout out to Ward, he couldn't make it. But we salute you, King. And that's all me and Doc is talking about.
Like I said,
Come on, man.
These outside of Wednesdays, this issue happened. And then, like I said, what made that worse because he was the only one booked. So now, if like how Waters ain't come, we still had y'all.
Wow.
So that made it easy. So it's not like somebody came for nothing.
Right.
You know, he was the only one booked for that day. So now he ain't come. Now, our people who came for nothing. You know,
we all came for nothing.
Everybody came for nothing. The food
all
went bad.
Stuff,
all that stuff we had to get rid of because we had nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is. But but
back to you, Lee. So let's talk about. So is there anything else you got going on that the viewers don't know about, like parties, whatever? You know,
it's bigger than parties, man. I'm trying to take this like to the next level.
Talk about it, man.
Like I've even been in negotiations with trying to purchase places, but they think that's easy. Also, it takes more than just capital.
Right.
It takes more. I've had investors like a couple of like there's a plus spot on Lenox Avenue I was trying to get involved in. There's a spot up in the Heights that I tried to get involved in. It's easier said than done. Like it comes a point like I'm tired of making these niggas rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of making these niggas. It's like, I don't want to work for my money always. I want my money to work for me. So you never go wrong when you invest in yourself. Like Corey said, like when Julie I was the first person that he called. He's like, yo, Lee, let's get, I'm like, yo, yeah, that's a nice chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? But we got regular lives, daily lives that we have to live. I don't have that. I had a substantial amount, but like for what she was asking for at that moment, nobody had that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if we pulled together. But like, my thing is this, like, I want to own something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's better that way.
Yeah.
Because I make, no matter how you slice it, like, I'm making these establishments a lot of money. A lot, especially when I turn nothing into something. And I'm not saying that, I'm not being compliant, I'm not being boastful. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Right.
Like, the places, like you said, like, I broke open a lot of places. Wow, how you do that? I'm saying everybody got their niche. Everybody has something to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find your niche of what your it and bring that to whatever because anything I'm involved in, I feel that I'm a asset, not a setback or a liability.
So think about it, though. Think about it, right? Say you open your own establishment.
Yes.
You already know you're going to win. It's your spot. You already got a following.
Yes.
The middleman is cut out. All I got to do is pay the government taxes and I'm good money.
That's all, for sure.
That's what you're doing.
For sure. I mean, it's coming, man.
I know it's
Believe
coming.
me. Watch me work.
You work hard enough to achieve that and
Definitely,
to
man.
get that reward.
If you believe, you will achieve, man.
You should get that.
Definitely, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the encouragement, man.
I
want to touch the importance of a strong support system, like the support of my family, the support of my lady and my peers. Like that builds a real solid foundation, man. My lady pushes me for greatness all the time, and I love and appreciate her for that. Shout out to who you are.
Shout out, sis. Hey, sis, I ain't seen you in a minute, but
yes, for sure.
Yes, she's cool.
Man, listen,
she's cool.
She the best thing that ever happened to me.
She's cool, man. She's sweetheart.
She like people gotta find. When you find your best friend and a mate, you can never. There's no way but up for you to go. You know what I'm saying? She's 1,000%.
Yeah, you gotta go on, man.
She down like 4 flat tires, man.
That's family, man.
Oh,
That's
for sure.
I see her. I just hug her, man.
She down like 4 flat tires, man.
Yeah, she's sweetheart. She
Definitely, man.
Yo, but so tell everybody your links, man, so they can follow Lee Majors, man.
Well, listen, man. You're only on Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram is Harlem is Home. At Harlem is Home is one word. You can follow all my events or whatever I'm doing on that. On Facebook, Leroy Stevens. People ask me, like, what's your name on Facebook? Well, my mama named me. Leroy Stevens, man.
Yeah.
Get involved, man. I'm here. Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to the people and tell them a personal thank you for all the love and the support throughout the years. And I'm going to continue to keep bringing you dope, safe events,
safe.
Good times. Safe. That's the primary word.
Grown and sexy.
Grown and sexy, man. It don't necessarily have to be a real dress-up joint, but I'm gonna give you a good time. We going 2-step.
Grown and sexy means the way you carry yourself.
And good energy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody standing around face fighting. You ain't gotta be tucked.
You
ain't gotta tuck your chain. You ain't gotta tuck your chain in my.
You can be grown and sexy with a fitted on. Or with a suit on. It's your personality.
Yes.
It's the character that you bring. It ain't what you got on.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you can, no matter what you put shit in, it's still shit. You can put shit in the Gucci bag, it's still shit.
Exactly.
Shit.
Because when Russell Simmons come to any party, he got Air Force Ones on.
No, shell toes.
Shell toes on. And whatever.
Adidas.
And they don't never tell Russell Simmons to put
the
no
fuck
clothes
will tell
on.
Russell Simmons
Exactly.
no?
So it ain't about what you got on, it's about who you are as a person.
Yeah, the way you carry yourself. Like I don't like, even with like I said, like I like to grow the folks, but like I said, working with my team now, it's a balance. And the young people that they bring to the events, they not the young knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? They want to be around like-minded, like you said. They don't even matter the age, like-minded individuals. They just want to have a good time.
And not only that though, like you've been doing this for quite a few years now. You brand it. So when they come to a Lead Majors party, they already know what they expect.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's why, and I didn't even mention that, like the name of my company is Mocha Entertainment, and that's an acronym for men of a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Mocha Entertainment.
Mocha. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Like men of a certain age, like you, and you think like I break it down to people like, oh, you know, when I Mocha, because I got it, I got periods behind each letter, so they like. Yeah, it's an acronym. Yes, for sure. So when I tell them what it's like, ooh, that's me. But that's what I want you like when you think Mocha Entertainment, like, yeah, I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's grown folk want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Grown. Yeah. You think men of a certain age, because you know when you say, when the ladies think men of a certain age, they think distinguished gentlemen, like some established, somebody that's doing somebody that's. Where they need
about
to
his business.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's about their business, like you said. So if he's a man of a certain age, that's somewhere I want to be around, men of a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's doing something. Like that's moving and shaking. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have the following and the successful events that I give. Like I've had, like people think like I said, we was talking earlier, they think it's easy. I've had one or two burnouts, but that's the price to pay. That's the price that we pay.
Yeah, nothing to 100%.
Nothing is always 100%. But like my wins surpass my losses by a million.
That's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying? Like I will not lose. I just can't lose. No. Like I'm gonna give 110% every time. Like I said, I'm shaking. I'm walking around the spot. I'm going to tables. I'm like, I'm your host. I'm your waiter. I'm your busboy. I'm the doorman. Like, I'm taking, you good? Everything all right? How's your food? How's your drink? If you're drinking right, take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back. From the person, like I said, I treat everybody the same. From the person who bought 5 drinks or to the person who bought 5 bottles.
But see, people, it's good to be like that. People recognize that.
Oh,
and
definitely.
That's the same way how we carry. Anybody who's been on here, like I said, people who we don't even know from West Hill somewhere. We treat them that red carpet.
Definitely, man.
Exactly.
You got to reciprocate that good energy, man. You get back what you put out, man. It's karma. It's definitely karma. And a lot of people don't believe in that, but then when it comes to, when it bites you in the ass, then you know.
It's real talk.
It's real talk, man.
Took me a while to figure it out, but I got it.
But we still, we still learning every day.
Exactly.
Every day. It's always never too late to learn something new, man.
Yeah.
So
Yo,
good. I want to say thanks again for having me on the
no
show.
No doubt.
For sure, I love you like cook
man.
food. I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you. I want to say thanks again to the people and the supporters that come to my events, and I'm going to continue to keep giving you solid events, good times. That's all. That's when you come to the Lee Majors event, Mocha Entertainment, expect a good time, man. Nothing more, nothing less.
Pull up.
Make sure you get home to your family.
That's right. Pull up.
Pull up, man.
So can you let them know what's the #1 podcast show in Harlem?
That's a no-brainer. We on the air. The beat 139, baby.
There it is. There it is. Solid, baby.
That's a good look, man.
Clee.